Hello and welcome to this induction presentation on how to be an effective work-based learner. My name is Peter Lamb and I will be focusing on the characteristics of effective work-based learners, and I will also explain what they actually do. Therefore, you will get a sense of what is required of you and also the skills you will develop on this program. Effective work-based learners develop some key characteristics and behaviours. First, they are engaged. And by this we mean that they are self-directed and demonstrate initiative. They are open-minded and receptive to new ideas. They are curious and not afraid to experiment. They seek guidance and ask questions whenever necessary. They seek help and clarification from their instructors, their work colleagues and mentors, and fellow work-based learners. And they use them as sounding boards for their questions, thoughts and ideas. Effective work-based learners are also critical thinkers. What do I mean by this? Well, this means that they do not take for granted the management knowledge found in textbooks and journals, and they do not assume that management knowledge delivered in the classroom transfers to the workplace in a straightforward and linear way. Instead, they critically engage with it. They draw on their workplace experiences and issues and use them to pose questions and raise implications for the knowledge introduced in the classroom. They also develop an understanding that the workplace is influential in determining the effectiveness of management knowledge in practice. I'll discuss this further in the next slide. Effective work-based learners are also attentive. They're also active listeners and observers of what happens at work. They see value in their own day-to-day experience as legitimate sources of learning and take advantage of them. To that end, keeping a learning journal is something which I would strongly recommend you do. You can use a learning journal to record your workplace observations and then filter them through the management knowledge introduced in the classroom. You can also use your observations to critically engage with that management knowledge, especially if you come across something which does not tally with a particular theory or even confounds a theory. And you will find that this is something which will happen quite often. Effective work-based learners are both resilient and resourceful. That is, they persist when things prove to be difficult, and they are willing to try again when things don't work out as planned. And they prove to be resourceful by demonstrating a willingness and an ability to use a range of strategies to support their learning. You will develop 3 interconnected skills and behaviours on this program. An essential skill of work-based learning is the contextualization of knowledge from the classroom to the workplace. Contextualization might sound like a very dry academic concept, but is actually quite a straightforward idea. What it means is that you and your workplace are the principal focus of learning on this program. Work-based learning is not just about acquiring knowledge from lectures and books. It's also about becoming an active and skilled user of management knowledge, which benefits not only your organization, but also enhances your employability. As you are critical thinkers, you will bring management knowledge to life by exploring how it corresponds with the realities of your workplace. You will leverage your real-world working experience along with the knowledge from the classroom to become a more effective employee. You will also develop and refine your understanding of your workplace, and you will use that understanding to engage with the knowledge acquired in the classroom. For example, you might examine the foundations and prescriptions of different leadership theories and practices, and you will learn how to adapt them to your workplace. It could also be in terms of examining why some leaders are successful in some contexts, but are less so in others. You might also explore why some motivational practices seem to work in some workplaces, but again, not in others. So you'll be learning from many cases of success and failure across a wide range of issues, and there will be many opportunities for you to develop a contextual understanding of management knowledge on this program and we will take you through this process. Effective work-based learners also engage in reflective behaviour. That is, not only do they critically engage with management knowledge, but they also reflect on their own abilities and competencies and commit to further developing themselves. Reflecting on your own practice to explore how you might optimise the ways in which you work is indeed a fundamental practice of effective work-based learning. And sometimes this reflection will trigger different ways of learning. This could take the form of questioning your own assumptions and practice and observing and questioning your colleagues so that you can learn from them. You might also examine the role of others too, such as colleagues and managers, so that you can develop a deeper knowledge and understanding of what they do and how you all function and contribute to your organisation. You might also access information from a range of sources to allow you to make more informed decisions on improving your practice. Effective work-based learners also demonstrate their engagement by sharing their insights on the connections they make between management knowledge and their workplace experience. They also contribute to peer learning and also benefit from peer learning by sharing their insights with other work-based learners in a community of practice. What this means is that effective work-based learners ask for feedback on their practice, and they use that feedback to focus on improving and refining their practice. And giving feedback to peers and colleagues in a supportive and constructive way contributes to a mutually supportive learning experience in which you all benefit from. I would like to conclude by stating that work-based learning is a developmental journey. It is something that needs to be worked at. Undoubtedly, you will meet obstacles along your way, and you will have to develop strategies to deal with them. However, you are not alone, and we will guide you along this journey. All that we ask is that you actively take advantage of this support. Thank you for your attention. Goodbye.